This is CBS 6 News.
Good morning. It's 8:55 on Tuesday. It's the 6th of October. Thanks for watching CBS 6. I'm Cheryl Miller.
I'm Sam Brock. Stay with us for a look at all the things happening right here in Central Virginia with Virginia This Morning.
Welcome back to Virginia This Morning.
Lillian Lambert made history as the first African-American woman to earn her MBA from Harvard Business School. That was back in 1969.
And even with that MBA, Lillian didn't have any job offers when she graduated, so she decided to start her own company and explains that adventure in her book, The Road to Someplace Better, From the Segregated South to Harvard Business School and Beyond. The book will be out in January. But
right now, Ms. Lambert is taking her message on the road and joins us now to explain more about that. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure.
You're welcome. You are a trailblazer, not only in your own life, but in for all of us, ladies, and for African Americans, in that you were the first MBA graduate female African American. What was that like for you? Did you think that that was going to be a historic thing when you started, or you just thought, I want to get my MBA?
I just thought I wanted to get my MBA. Matter of fact, I didn't know that when I went to Harvard. And probably best I didn't, because maybe I would not have gone. But the experience was a very unusual type of experience, somewhat isolated, as I'm invisible, so to speak, being one of 6 blacks on the campus and one of 17 women out of a class of 800. The environment was not what I expected at all, and I'm not sure what I expected, but I didn't know that no other black women had been to the business school before me.
And that was quite a tumultuous period in our country's history as well, the late 60s. How did that get reflected on campus with the Vietnam situation, with the emergence of women's rights, obviously racial relations as well? How did that reflect in your day-to-day?
Civil rights, the college sit-ins, the Vietnam War, Martin Luther King was assassinated while I was there. So all of those things were going on. So I was in a time when there were lots of things going on, but I couldn't concentrate too much on those. The workload was tremendous. So I had to be sure I got my studies done, because if I didn't get out, the message would be that maybe another black woman wouldn't have an opportunity. So I felt I had an obligation and the responsibility to make sure I completed that journey.
Let's fast forward a few years. You graduate, you didn't have any job offers, you didn't have any interviews, you get out and start working on your own and eventually say, I'm going to start my own company. How did that come about?
Well, after about 4 years of various jobs, I began working for a small firm in the building maintenance service, where I got experience in the building maintenance service of maintaining large office buildings, colleges and universities and airports, and decided to start my own business. And that's what I did after 3 years of experience. And that experience was very valuable in getting the business started. I operated that business for 25 years and grew it to about 20 million in sales, and I had as many as 1,200 employees, and decided after 25 years that I wanted to do something different.
Retire and play more golf, right?
I thought I wanted to retire. Retirement didn't agree with me, so I'm back doing things now.
Well, you're a Richmond native originally, from Powhatan.
Yes.
Have you been able to inspire those, you think, in this community as well as others throughout the country with what you have been able to accomplish in your life? And I guess, how have you done that?
Well, that's the goal of, one of the goals of the book. I wrote the book at the urging of a number of people after having speaking engagements who encouraged me to write the book, to share my story with those who think that life has either passed them by or they face obstacles that they think insurmountable. And I share stories from my life and my experiences to show them that they can dream big and act boldly and accomplish major things in life with a little effort to not let obstacles get in their way.
You're going to be sharing that message here in Richmond this week on Friday. This is part of the Hope Bus Tour. Tell us about that.
The Hope Bus Tour, I've been involved with at the ribbon cutting ceremony in New York and in Boston. It's the brainchild of Helena Nyman, who works with charities. And the objective is to introduce people to various charities in their local community so that they can get involved in it, to get people to volunteer for those charities, and also to encourage those charities to have a greater collaborative effort so that they can support each other and share their resources, and the whole community will benefit as a result.
What advice, I guess, would you give people who are facing adversity in their own lives and worried about a ceiling or what they can accomplish or where they can go, that thought maybe what what you did wouldn't have been possible otherwise, but they see the example, the precedent that you have set. How do you unlock the key to, I guess, to accomplishing your dream, so to speak?
Well, first you have to believe in yourself. You have to be sure that you are confident you can do what it is you're striving to do, and not allow obstacles to be a reason for not doing it. Find ways around it. Look for resources. Also look for help. There are many people willing to help you, but you have to seek help. I had a number of people who helped me in my life, and I call them my guardian angels. And we all have them, but we don't always take full advantage of those people. So I would suggest people do that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck with the book, which will be published in January.
In January, and it's available for pre-order on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Okay. Well, thank you, and we want to let people know where they can see you later this week. The Hope Bus Tour will be at the Visual Arts Center here in Richmond this Friday evening at 6 p.m. You can check a link on our website, WTVR.com, to get more information on that. Thank you so much, Ms. Lambert, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And welcome back home.
Thank you.
Wonderful story. Thank you, Ms. Lambert.